And we are live here at the 15th Annual Sin City Classic presented by Lexus. I'm Roman Jimenez for the Cloud Sports Network, and you are about to watch Triple Play from Philadelphia take on the San Francisco Smash here in the Open C1 Division at Sunset Park here on Softball Saturday. Joining me in the broadcast booth is the Softball Austin Hall of Famer and the Naga Softball Hall of Famer. He is the voice of gay softball, Rich Siegel. Good morning, Rich.
Good morning, Roman, and good morning and good day and good afternoon to wherever you are. We are ready to start our first game of the day. Today it is Saturday, and it is the Philadelphia Triple, or the Philly Triple Play against the San Francisco Smash. And the first pitch of the game hit by Russell Friedman on out into right field for a base hit.
What a way to get started for this Triple Play team. They are the visiting team here, as Rich was saying.
Anthony Guide, the batter, and the first pitch to him is hit on the ground to second base. Could be two, out at short, and safe at first. So
we were able to start here a little bit early, and we were not scheduled to begin until noon. But because we have two amazing assistants here who helped us get everything up and running, Jordan and Charles, we are able to bring this action to you an hour ahead of time.
Rob Popov hits the first pitch in the shallow left field. It will be caught, and that's out number two.
So thank you to Jordan and Charles. We get to watch Triple Play and San Francisco ahead of time. Our 12 o'clock game is going to be LA Fury against the Palm Springs Roadrunners. So if you're turning in expecting to see them, you're just a little early as we join this game here in the top of the first.
This is the shortstop, Matt Mumper, and he swings at the first pitch and goes right back up the middle to the pitcher. And that is the inning. 1-3 on the putout, one hit and one left for Philly Triple Play.
This game is brought to you by Tito's. We love Tito's, and Tito's has been a big partner for the Sin City Classic for quite a few years now. Our umpire today is Pup Dorley, ex of the East Coast, now square in the middle of the Western states. She is from Denver now. Denver is a lucky city to get Pup Dorley. Also one of the finest umpires you will find out there. We've had Pup a number of times on the broadcast. No one quite controls the game like she does. We also have a couple of sponsors who are Cloud Sports Network sponsors. We'll share with you information about them throughout the day. But if you're watching this game online right now and you are from San Francisco or Philadelphia, tag some of these folks in the game. Let us know who you're rooting for. Feel free to argue with the umpire. Let us know what you think of the coverage as we are live here at Sunset Park, just a stone's throw away from McCarran International Airport. Right down the road on Eastern Drive.
San Francisco Smash will get their first at bat. They went earlier today. And the first batter is Galindo, the left center fielder. He takes the first pitch outside for ball one. The next one, he swings and hits one in the air to right center field. That ball's got some carry to it, and one hops to the fence. Galindo on his way to third, having made the turn at second. There'll be no play on him. It's a leadoff triple for Galindo for San Francisco.
He tattooed that ball as it was ticketed for the right center field wall all the way. He really got a hold of that one.
So far we've had 5 batters, and all four of them in the top of the first went after the first pitch. Here is Lee Ranking, the EH, And he swings and hits a ground ball to second, bobbled by the second baseman. He makes the recovery and throws on to first for the out. But on the play, Galindo scores, and San Francisco takes an early 1-0 lead.
Ranking is the coach of this team, or at least the manager, and corrals this group. Always a big task when you're taking a team to an out-of-town tournament.
And that's a first pitch hit by Kevin Wong out into right field. The catch is made in foul territory, and that's out number 2.
Now, how do you score that? Right fielder, do you score that as F9 or F10?
I scored F9. There's always been that debate, but
Right.
You know what? It's easy for me. Matt Ramirez hits a grounder to short. It's bobbled by the shortstop. Ramirez will reach. He takes the turn at first, on his way to second, and he will reach.
That was a tricky hop. It kind of caught him mid-hop and then went and skidded off the inner part of what I think is the shin there, kind of the calf, and then took a hard left turn into the out-of-play area.
Here's the left-handed batter, and hits a line drive off the first baseman's glove. That's Hector Medina. Bounces to the second baseman, who makes the play to first. So the putout will go 3-4-3, and that's how the inning ends. A run for San Francisco on a hit, 1 error and 1 left. We go to the top of the second. It is 1-0 smash.
Bob Dorley confirming 1 run in, and it is 1-0 now. Yeah, is he ready? While we have a break in the action, I want to tell you about my good friends at Angel Baby Surrogacy and Egg Donation. You want to check out Bridget. She's my buddy over there, and they're an international agency that's proudly helped queer folks build their families all over the world for 20 years. If you're gay and ready to add to your family, then you're going to need an egg donor and a surrogate. Bridget and her team at Angel Babies have high-quality, affordable egg donors and surrogates ready to help. And believe me, you want Bridget on your team. She's amazing. Her success rates are outstanding, and wherever you are in the United States, she won't quit until you've achieved your dream. To get Bridget on your team to help you build your family, visit absurro.com. That's absurro.com. And get in touch with my friend Bridget today.
Joe Bland leads off at the top of the second for Philly triple play. They trail 1-0. He takes the first 2 pitches for balls. It's 3 balls and a strike. And the next one is lined down the left field line, foul. And it's 3-2. Again, there is no courtesy foul, so if Joe were to foul this one off, he would be out. So the next pitch to him. He swings and hits one in the air to shallow center field. Coming in quickly and making a fine catch. Making a really fine catch is the left center fielder, Ryder D'Amico? Ryder D'Amico. Thank you.
As Shangela would say, he wasn't just robbed, he was burglarized.
Actually, that was Galindo. I had the wrong team.
The
batter happens to be the guy who plays left center field for Philly. Here's a slow roller back to the pitcher who gets the play to first, and that's out number 2. Going to bring up Jim Kane, second baseman. First pitch to him. It's a line drive right to the first baseman, and the catch is made by Bruce Cohen, and that ends the inning. Nothing across for Philly triple play in the top of the second. It is still 1-0 smash.
As we go into this break, I want to tell you about another good friend of mine, Dr. Samuel Wood and his team at Gen 5 Fertility. Dr. Wood and his team at Gen 5 Fertility is where queer folks go when they're ready to talk to a doctor. Look, when you're part of the queer community and you're ready to build your family, finding a doctor who will listen can be tough. Well, I promise you, you have a friend at Gen 5 Fertility. See, I know Dr. Wood, and I've worked with him for 10 years. I promise you, he doesn't just want to help gay families. He welcomes them. He celebrates them. Several of my friends have built their families with his help. So whether you're gay, lesbian, bisexual, or trans, wherever you fit in our fabulous rainbow, I promise you, Dr. Wood and his team at Gen 5 Fertility is the place to go when it's time to build your family. Visit them today at gen5fertility.com. Click on the Family Pride tab to learn more. That's gen5fertility.com. Tell them Roman sent you.
Nate Greer here in the bottom of the second fouls off the first pitch. He is the shortstop for San Francisco, wearing number 11. Second pitch to him. Swing and up the middle, off the pitcher's glove and on into center field for a leadoff single.
That was a hot shot right back up the middle, and right now that pitcher is glad that he was wearing his face mask. The ball didn't come anywhere near his face, but that's an added level of comfort that you have when you're trying to field those balls hit right up there, back at you.
That's Rob Papa. Here's Kevin Tam, his pitching counterpart, and he goes to right center field, and that's in for a single. Ball bobbled in the outfield, and that will allow Nate Greer to take the extra base, and he winds up at third. First and third, nobody out.
Greer has a healthy amount of speed. He can really move around those bases. We saw that when he was chugging down the line to first, and then when he was able to cut that inside bag to get from first to third, he really demonstrated a lot of good speed.
Here's Bruce Cohen. He'll be a courtesy runner for San Francisco.
The left center fielder who made that great play a minute ago.
It's Galindo. First pitch to Bruce Cohen is outside. He swings and hits a grounder to third, fielded by the third baseman. On to second for one, on to first. Safe. And Nate Greer scores the second run of the ball game for San Francisco. They lead 2-0. This is Omar Amani. I'm going to try this. Amancio. This one right there.
That's close enough. Amancio, something like that. Yeah.
I'm just going to call him his first name. Here's Omar.
Connie Stewart said to say hello.
2 strikes. Inside ball 3. Roel Miranda is on deck. Here's the pitch from Amancio, and he lines one into left field for a hit. Cohen will take second, first and second with one out.
Roel, number 7 here, wanted to say hello to the whole Miranda clan watching back home as Miranda steps into the box. So hi, Miranda clan.
We have Roel for the second day in a row. We saw him play yesterday for San Francisco Impact in the Masters division. There's a fly ball to right center field, is caught for out number 2. We'll bring up the second EH for this team, and that is Sean Lamori. 2 outs, a run in, bottom of the second, 2-0 San Francisco. Here's a ground ball to the second baseman. He bobbles it. Does he have a play? He does not. Runner is safe at second base. The runner at third started to come home, thought better of it. And so it'll be bases loaded for the last batter in the batting order, and that will be the catcher, Matt Vokes.
No pressure at all.
Matt Vokes takes a ball. Here's a fly ball hit out into right center field. It is caught. That is the final out of the inning. San Francisco scores a run, and they leave the bases loaded. We go to the top of the third. It is 2-0 San Francisco on the Cloud Sports Network.
A couple of other shout-outs for the San Francisco Smash. They have a couple of players who couldn't make the trip today. Berta, Rachel, and Tosh. You are missed. They wish you were here. It's one of the benefits. So if you're watching along, we want to hear from you. So go ahead and type into chat. Who are you rooting for? Connie Stewart is watching from home and said to say hello.
Hello, Connie. why she's not out here.
Patricia Militar Stone. Did I say that right, Patricia? She said she's rooting for San Francisco. So we want to know who else are you rooting for? City of Brotherly Love Softball League is watching. They're rooting on Triple Play. That is the affiliate league there in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Benita Trevino says to say hello, Rich.
Benita, hi Benita. Clay Tolbert will lead off in the top of the third. Clay is the right fielder for this Philly Triple Play team. And Clay takes a ball. Zeke Thomas is on deck. Next pitch is on the inside part of the plate, but bounces on the plate. It is 3 balls and 1 strike. Remember, they start with a count of 1-1. Here's the strike. The count is full. And there is no courtesy foul. The 3-2 pitch. Here's a fly ball hit to left field, and the ball is foul, and so he is out. A strikeout on the foul ball. And here is Zeke Thomas, the right fielder.
Solid left-handed bat. Zeke is a versatile player, can play just about anywhere in the infield or in the outfield. Also a wonderful human being. You wanted to say hi to Mom.
Hi, Mom.
She's watching back in Portland, I think.
First pitch to him is inside for a ball, 2-1. Strike called on the inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
One of my favorite people in softball is Zeke Thomas.
Is he?
Yeah.
Ground ball to second. On to first, 2 out. Chad Roy, the batter. Two out and nobody on. First pitch. Up the middle, past the shortstop's dive, and into left center field for a base hit. So a 2-out base runner will bring up the last batter in the order, and this is Bob Lenahan. He is an EH today.
Cataract, as he is affectionately known throughout the softball community. I tried to call him Cocktail the other day, a minute ago rather.
Lenahan swings and grounds one in that hole between short and third, but the shortstop does backhand. However, he'll have no play, and it's first and second with 2 out. We go back to the top of the order, and Russell Friedman, who singled in his previous plate appearance. We have a courtesy runner for Lenahan. That play will go as a base hit. The shortstop did a good job of getting to the ball, but he had no play as he was diving to his right.
That's Zeke Thomas out there running.
Thank you. Illegal pitch. 3-1. Friedman waits. That's an illegal, so he walks, and with 2 outs, the bases are loaded.
So we trade bases loaded on 2 outs. Saw that in the last inning.
We did.
And now we see it again here.
Anthony Guide, the batter.
Over the shoulder, says Pup Dorley.
He reached on a fielder's choice. Hits one to the third baseman. Good play there. It goes to the bag himself, and that is the 3rd out. And so Philly Triple Play will leave the bases loaded on 2 hits and a walk, and we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Our score is still San Francisco Smash 2 and Philly Triple Play nothing on the Cloud Sports Network.
Connie Stewart says both she and Jeff are watching, and they're rooting for Pup. That's who they're rooting for.
It will be the top of the order for San Francisco in the bottom of the 3rd. That will be Galindo, Ranking, and Wong.
We have a few other shout-outs from the San Francisco Smash. They want to give out a big shout out to the Rios family. Richie wants to say hello to them. Nate, number 11, wants to say hi, Dad.
Galindo hits the first pitch into left field for a base hit, so he is on for the second time. He tripled and scored San Francisco's first run in the first. And so he is the leadoff base runner, and that'll bring up Ranking, who grounded out to second. But did drive in a run. He drove in San Francisco's first run after that triple. Pitch is a little high and inside. Ball 2. Ranking swings and grounds one in the hole between third and short into left field for a hit. 2 on, nobody out for the smash. Kevin Wong, the batter, he flied out to right in foul territory.
Rich, would it make sense if I told you that Lulu is watching and rooting for triple play from Brian Wentz?
I know Brian Wentz. There's a great line drive into left center field for a hit. Galindo rather, comes around third. He scores. Ranking will hold at second, and San Francisco's lead is now 3-0. I do know Brian Wentz. You know Brian Wentz.
I do know Brian Wentz. Well, Lulu is watching and rooting for triple play.
Lulu, we're glad you're watching, and thank you for rooting for triple play. The next batter is Mike Ramirez, and he pops one up to the third baseman, a weak pop-up, and that's the first out of the inning. Runners hold at first and second, and Hector Medina will bat. Medina hit a ground ball to the first baseman that caromed off him and to the second baseman, and then the play was made to first, and so the out was made 3-4-3, and that ended the inning in the bottom of the first. He swings and hits a ground ball to second base. It's off the second baseman's glove and into right center field for a hit. Ranking made the turn to third, thought about coming home, but decided better of it, and he will stay at third base with just the 1 out. He might have tried with 2 out, but of course, thinking that it's better to stay at first base or third base with just the 1 out. There'll be a courtesy runner for Hector Medina. Nate Greer will be the batter. He singled and scored his first time up.
And I've got the score is 3-0. Is that correct?
Yes. Greer swings and goes opposite way into right center field. That ball is going to roll. It's bobbled by the right fielder. That's going to allow a second run to score and maybe a third. The throw goes into shortstop, and 3 runs will score.
That was a beautiful hit. Knee high, takes it opposite field. I'll say belt high, takes it opposite field. That ball was hard hit into that right center field gap.
Kevin Tam goes after the first pitch, and he hits one out into left field, and it is a foul ball.
To make it 6-0.
So Nate Greer at second base, we give him a single, and then there's an error on the bobble by the right center fielder. And then here is another foul ball by Kevin Tam, and he is out on the second foul. Again, no courtesy foul, and that brings up Bruce Cohen, who hit into a fielder's choice to the third baseman in the second inning. He is 0 for 1. San Francisco with 4 in this inning right now leads 6-0 over Philly triple play. First pitch to him. He goes after the first one and launches one to left center field. It will be caught by the left fielder, and that ends the inning, but not before San Francisco scores 4 runs on 4 hits. And we go to the top of the fourth. It is San Francisco smash 6, and the Philly triple play nothing on the Cloud Sports Network.
As we head into the top of the 4th inning now, triple play has an opportunity to have this lead or maybe try to chip away at it. They've yet to plate a run. Their bats have been a little quiet. They had a longer break between games than San Francisco did, so their bats are a little bit colder.
In the top of the third, Rob Papa, Matt Mumper, Joe Bland will all bat. Rob, the pitcher for this Philly triple play team. He hit a fly ball to left field in his first at bat. Kevin Tam is ready in the first pitch at the top of the fourth. He goes opposite way, and it's foul for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Papa wears number 44. That pitch is a little bit outside. It's now 2-2. Papa waits, swings, and drives one into left center field. That is in for a hit, fielded by the left center fielder Galindo, and so Papa will hold at first base with a leadoff single here in the top of the fourth, and that will bring up Matt Mumper, who grounded back to the pitcher. That ended the first inning, and they're going to get a runner. Courtesy runner will be number 2, and that's Zeke Thomas.
Triple Play has a few shout-outs as well. They want to give a shout-out to Lazy Moody Zach. That's from Ryder.
Mumper,
and Matt here wants to say hi to Mom.
He takes the first 2 pitches for balls. It's now 3 balls and a strike. The first pitch bounced on the plate. 3-1, the pitch. Takes a strike. Count is full.
Just at the top of the zone there.
Next one is illegal, so Matt Mumper reaches on a walk. And Papa, or rather Thomas running for Papa, will go to second base. Joe Bland flied out to left center field his previous at-bat.
And that puts a runner in scoring position. And this lead could be cut in half with one swing of the bat here.
Line drive out into left field. That ball gets down and goes to the fence. Thomas rounds third, and he will score. Mumper comes around third. He will score. And on the play at second base is Joe Bland with a 2-run double.
Good piece of hitting by Bland. Doing that job as that cleanup hitter, cleaning the bases off, and now that lead is cut to 4.
Ryder D'Amico, the batter, he bounced back to the pitcher. He's 0 for 1, runner at second base with nobody out. The first pitch is a ball.
We need their player numbers too.
Next one, drive into left center field. That ball is in for a single, and Bland gets to third, so it'll be first and third with nobody out. Jim Kane, the batter, he lined back to, or rather he lined to the first baseman in the first inning, in the second inning. He is 0 for 1. The first pitch, he swings and grounds one, takes a bad hop over the second baseman's glove and on into right center field for a hit.
That's one of those where the ball just didn't. He wanted to go to the outfield, that ball did, and it was going to jump over that glove.
It must have hit a stone or a rock out there, but not a rock, a stone. But at any rate, Bland does score. That's the 3rd run of the inning and the 3rd run of the game for Philly, and that will bring up Clay Tolbert, who fouled out.
The lead is cut in half now, 6-3.
6-3. First pitch is a strike called. Next one. There's a ground ball. Can't see because there are fans in my way, but I can tell you that the bases are going to be loaded. The ball was hit to the left side. The vision was blocked, and so I could not see. But all I can tell you is that the bases are loaded. And that brings up Zeke Thomas. Still nobody out. And Zeke Thomas hits a ground ball to the second baseman. He gets over the shortstop for a run. On the play, Ryder D'Amico scores, and that is the 4th run of the inning. Cuts the lead further at 6-4. Tolbert is out at second base, and now runners at first and third with Kane at third, Thomas at first, and Chad Roy the batter. Chad Roy singled his first time up. Not a first pitch swinging, and that no different. Shallow right center field. Runner tags at third. He'll score easily as the throw was not cut off. However, the runners at first and second did hold. However, the 5th run of the inning, and it's now 6-5 San Francisco on the sacrifice fly by Chad Roy to bring up Bob Lenahan.
And is that Zeke out there running again at first base? That is.
It is him.
He's the rabbit on the team, apparently.
Lenahan takes a ball. No, he takes a strike.
Just
I
caught
thought
the
it bounced
inside
on the
corner.
plate.
No, I think it looked like it
Okay.
because of where it was.
Lenahan swings and grounds one foul down the third base line. He is out, and the inning is over. However, 5 runs score in the inning, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. Our new score, the San Francisco Smash 6 and the Philly Triple Play 5 here on the Cloud Sports Network.
Bottom of the fifth inning. Bottom of the fourth inning. Check that. Bottom of the fourth. And Triple Play puts up a 5-pack to cut this lead to just 1. 6-5 now. And now what do you think, Facebook? After having a pretty much commanding lead through most of the game, as we hit the middle part, Triple Play has come back and made this a completely different ball game. So what do you think? Let us know who you're rooting for.
Pup Dorley confirming that our scorebook is correct, that 5 runs did score that inning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, we're all good. For San Francisco, this is Omar Menecia.
Again, just a quick programming note. Our next game is going to be LA Fury against the Palm Springs Roadrunners.
And the first pitch to Omar to start the bottom of the fourth, lifted in the air to left field, going over towards the line and making the catch, and that's out number 1. That's Tolbert. He makes the first out of the inning to bring up Roel Miranda, who fly to right center field in the second. Roel wears number 7, bats from the right side. First pitch is high, deep, 2-1. Here's a swing and a grounder to short, bobbled by the shortstop. He recovers. Does he have a play? He did, but his throw was too low. First baseman could not come up with it, so Miranda reaches. Sean Lamori reached on an error by the second baseman in the second inning. First pitch to him is inside for a ball. And the next one. Swung on, a grounder to short. It might be 2. Out at second and out at first. 6-4-3 double play will end the inning. No runs for San Francisco in the bottom of the fourth. We go to the top of the fifth, and the score remains the San Francisco Smash 6 and the Philly Triple Play 5 here on the Cloud Sports Network.
That was a nice job of that stretch by Joe Bland to sell that out. Good job.
Always like to see slick fielding like that.
That was well done.
6-4-3 on that double play.
So our pronunciation is being corrected. Number 11 for San Francisco, Nate Gear. It's Gear, apparently. Number 11 for San Francisco. I probably wrote it down wrong. It is Gear.
Okay, not Greer.
Not Greer.
Well, whoever sent that in, thanks.
Dreama Croft or Dreama Croft. Let us know that. She is telling us that Nate is the world's best son-in-law. I would argue that. My mother-in-law would say that I'm the best son-in-law. But since we were pronouncing his name incorrectly, we'll let it slide.
Top of the order for Philly Triple Play, and that's Russell Friedman, who has singled and walked.
Yeah, I wrote it wrong.
He swings and misses. He strikes out. Here's Anthony Guide. His nickname is Ruthie, and he hits one in the hole between third and short for a base hit. He has been on twice. And he is a one-out base runner here for Rob Papa.
And here's a murder of ducks flying over the field. I know that's not what you call a flock of ducks, but
Papa swings and grounds one to first. First baseman touches the bag for the out and holds on to the ball. So that'll be 3 unassisted.
Meanwhile, that puts that tying run in scoring position just 140 feet away. For number 11, that's Matt. Again, he wants to say hi, Mom, so hi, Mom.
Matt Mumper can tie the game with this hit, and he does as it's just past the reach of the second baseman. Here comes Guide around third. He scores easily, and we're tied at 6.
So after trailing by a 6-pack, Triple Play in the last 2 innings has come back to tie the ball game with their cleanup hitter in the batter's box and a runner on, and still no home runs over the fence recorded.
That's right. Joe Bland could change that. He's got home run power. He takes the ball. Next one. He swings and hits one down the left field line. That ball is a fair ball and will go to the fence.
Gonna go all the
Here
way
comes Matt Mumper. He will score, and Philly Triple Play has taken a 7-6 lead. And that'll be a double for Joe Bland. Told you he had power. He had this a solid rocket.
That's the second double for Bland in as many innings, right?
That's right. San Francisco has a new catcher, by the way. 31 is in for Matt Vokes. I don't have his name, but he is a new catcher. Meanwhile, Ryder D'Amico is going to be walked intentionally.
That's Richie, number 31, who wants to say hello to the whole Rios family. So Richie Rios gives us a little wave there. Richie Rios, number 31.
Jim Kane hits a ground ball to the first baseman. They'll go to second for the force out, and that will end the inning. However, Philly comes up with 2 runs, and for the first time this afternoon, they have the lead. After 4.5 innings, our score is the Philly Triple Play 7 and the San Francisco Smash 6 on the Cloud Sports Network.
Really nice job of hitting with 2 outs there. Pup Dorley confirming that there were 2 runs scored in there. We really love it when we're able to bring these broadcasts to you with the cooperation of the teams and the Blues on the field. Love doing that. Again, our next game will be the LA Fury and the Palm Springs Roadrunners just immediately following this game. I believe the Roadrunners are kind of queuing up onto their side of the dugout for this next game. The LA Fury is already here, so it'll be a pretty short break.
And you say he's Richie Rios?
Richie Rios, number 31.
And so he will be the leadoff batter for San Francisco, now trailing in the contest 6-5. We're at the play in the bottom of the 5th. Here's a ground ball down the third baseline, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tried to keep that ball fair. You could tell by his body English he was hoping that was going to help. Michael Ramirez has a fan out there. Tracy Ramirez Camarena saying, "Go Michael Ramirez for the San Francisco Smash."
That pitch is illegal. 2-2.
That's a tough pitch to lay off, too. So good job by Rios.
Line foul down the left field line. He's out.
Just got a hold of that one. It looked like he was a little bit anxious after letting that first one go.
Back to the top of the order, and Galindo, who has singled and singled. He has scored twice.
Is that not them?
Line into left center field for a hit.
God, that's a pretty swing, Rich.
Galindo takes the turn at first and has decided to stay at first, so he is now 3 for 3.
Pretty swing.
Lee Ranking has grounded to second, and he has singled. apologize for interrupting you.
No, you're good. I'm just saying the same thing over and over again because it was a pretty swing.
Ranking takes a ball. 1 out, 1 on, bottom of the 5th. And that pitch is fouled off and out of play to the right side. 2-2.
You heard everybody yelling, heads up, heads up, heads up over there as the ball was. I always wondered why that's the word you phrase, why that's the phrase you say.
There's a swing and a ground ball to the second baseman. Backhand off to Gear. However, the throw got away from the shortstop, and the runners are both safe. It'll be first and second.
Beautiful stop by the second baseman, which is why that runner is not at third base right now and is only at second base. Just missed the toss over to the shortstop covering.
Here is Kevin Wong, who has flied out foul to right, and he is also singled. He scored a run. He scored his team's 4th run of the ball game. He takes the ball and now takes a strike. 2-2. Swung on and popped up. First baseman has a play on it, and he makes the catch. That's Joe Bland. That is out number 2.
So it was kind of funny because the second baseman was running over there calling for the ball, and Joe Bland decided that he was going to get it anyway.
And he caught it. Mike Ramirez has reached on an error and popped to the third baseman. First pitch to him. High for a ball. Here's a foul back into the screen, just to a little bit higher than from where we're at, and that is strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a line drive out into left field. Ball drops in for a hit. Galindo scores, and on the play, an out is made at third base. The run will count.
Ranking was not happy that he was being sent to third, and he was even more unhappy that the ball was thrown to third. And you could hear the expletive as he was running there. He seems to be a little bit worse for the wear there as he gets assisted to his feet by his teammates and kind of gingerly walks off the field. His morning may be done. We'll see if he's able to come back into this game. He is the extra hitter for this particular game, and he's going to walk all the way out to the bleachers and give himself a much-earned break.
However, in that inning, before the putout was made, the run scored, so the run will count. That ties the game. We're at 7-7, heading to the top of the 6th. And you might have heard Pub Dorley say this game has 6 minutes to go. Clay Tolbert will lead off for Philly. He has fouled out. He is singled, batting for the 3rd time today. On the plate, 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. And here's the pitch by Tam, and he lofts one high into left field, an easy can of corn, and that's out number 1. Catch made by Amencio.
So in their previous games, both of these teams, San Francisco and Triple Play, won their earlier pool play game.
Zeke Thomas takes a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Taboo Triple Play. Taboo is a bar there in Philly, and that's who sponsors Triple Play.
Slow roller hit to the second baseman. Makes the play at first, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Ramirez on to Cohen, and that's out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Chad Roy.
So Taboo Triple Play won their first game 12-2, and Smashed won their first game over Seattle Dynasty 13-9.
Chad Roy has singled, and he has also hit a sacrifice fly to the right center fielder, and he goes after the first one and lines one into center field for a hit. 1 hop to the left center fielder, so it's a 2-out single for Chad Roy, and they'll bring up Bob Lenahan.
Chad Roy had a shout out as well to Little Pookie. So Little Pookie, if you're watching, whoever you are, Chad says hi.
Bob Lenahan has singled, and he has also struck out on that non-courtesy foul. Lenahan swings and grounds one up the middle and on into center field for a hit. First and second with 2 out.
Bob is a good place hitter. Can go usually to line there. Goes up the middle this time.
Saw the hole, filled it, and he is on. Roy at second, Lenahan at first. And here is Russell Friedman. There is a courtesy runner.
That's Zeke going in again for Chad Roy.
That's right. So he is the potential go-ahead run here in the top of the 6th. Our game is tied at 7. Illegal pitch. 3 balls and 1 strike. Little 2-out rally trying to get going or to continue. And not on that pitch. It's a strike called. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count pitch. It's illegal. It's ball 4. They're loaded for Anthony Guide, who was hit into a fielder's choice, grounded out to third, and singled and scored. He goes after the first one and winds one into left field for a hit. This will score Zeke Thomas, and Lenahan will hold up at third. RBI single for Anthony Guide, and Philly regains the lead. It's 8-7. And that brings up Rob Papa, fly to left, singled, and grounded out to the first baseman unassisted. And the first pitch to Papa. He pops it up to his counterpart, the pitcher, Kevin Tam, and that ends the inning. But a run for the triple play. And as we go to the bottom of the 6th, Philly triple play has regained the lead 8-7 over the San Francisco Smash on the Cloud Sports Network.
This is a good opportunity to do a quick sort of reflection on the life of one of our very good friends who passed away just a few months ago, Ken Scarce, the former tournament director for the Sin City Classic, former commissioner of GLASA, former committee chair of NAGA from the membership committee, and a couple of others, and a good friend to both Rich and myself.
Ken Scarce was one of the kindest gentlemen that I ever met and that have met in my time with NAGA. He mentored as many people as he possibly could at any one time. He could be mentoring about 25 people, especially when it came to tournaments, when it came to membership, when it came to how to grow the league. Ken was always there with I think it was, you got this.
Right.
You got this. And he was right.
His presence is felt sort of all around this weekend as we get back into the action here. Ken, you are missed as we broadcast from the Ken Scarce Memorial Broadcast Center here.
Hector Medina will lead off. His team trails by a run, 8-7 Philly, and this may be the last at-bat as we are running out of time. Grounder to the second baseman, fielded on one big hop and throw to first for an out. Right to the second baseman. And that is the first out of the inning, and we'll bring up Nate Gear.
Nate has had a couple of really solid shots, so if they have a chance here, this is a great batter to have up to try to tie this ball game.
Swung on and hit deep to left center field, and
into the glove. That was a great catch.
That was caught by Ryder D'Amico, and that is out number 2.
Ryder
Kevin
on
Tam,
that.
the batter, and this is the potential last batter. Again, time is running out. Kevin Tam goes after the first pitch and hits one into right center field for a base hit, so he is the potential tying run here with 2 out for San Francisco, and will bring up Bruce Cohen. They'll get a runner for him, and that will be the left center fielder Galinda. He is the courtesy runner.
Now, time has not yet expired, so if you're triple play, do you want time to expire here? You're the visiting team.
They're the visiting team, and there's a fly ball lifted out into shallow left field. Coming on and making the catch, and that is out number 3. Making the catch out there is Clay Tolbert, and the inning is over.
The inning is over, but there will be another inning because time has not expired. So we will go 7 innings. There were 22 seconds left at the time that ball was caught.
We heard,
but because the inning that was the end of the inning officially.
Right. Yes. So now Philly has a chance to add to its lead as we will have a top of the 7th.
That's what I was kind of hinting at. Do you want, if you're triple play, do you want this time? Do you want this out, or do you want to delay a little bit?
Exactly.
So it's 8-7 here. We're in the 7th inning.
7th inning. Matt Bumper will lead off. Matt Bumper has bounced to the pitcher. He has singled twice. He has scored twice. And lines one into right center field. That drops in for a hit. And that's how the top of the 7th will start. Joe Bland, the batter, he has flied to left center field. He has singled and scored, and he has also doubled in a run. Joe Bland takes a pitch high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch is inside, ball 3. Matt Bumper at first with nobody out on the top of the 7th. The time is expired. There's a strike. Count is full.
Got lots of people watching, lots of people chatting here. So if you're rooting for one of these teams, as we've got a close one here at the Sin City Classic presented by Lexus, we want to know who you're rooting for.
Ryder D'Amico has bounced to the pitcher. He has singled and scored and was walked intentionally. Swing and a slow roller to third base. He has no play at third. Oh, did he? Did he tag him?
Yeah, it looked like he tagged him.
No, the runner at third is safe. The runner at second is out. They're going to talk about the potential tag.
They're going to say it was a swipe tag that didn't make a connection. Pup Dorley was all over it. She's saying that he was out. Yes, she is confirming the out call. That's what it sounded like she was making, was the out call.
I thought I heard that too. So that's a double play. 5 unassisted for the first out and 5-4 for the second out.
Nifty defense there by San Francisco. Very well done.
So D'Amico is the runner at first base now with 2 out. And the first pitch to Jim Caron is hit up the middle and on into center field for a base hit. D'Amico thought about going to third, but will hold at second, so it'll be first and second with 2 out.
That was a good throw by the right center fielder. Typically, you don't want to see them chasing runners, but in this case, in this close of a contest, it was a good throw, and because it was low, it could have been cut off, and it wasn't very far away, so no runners were able to advance.
Zeke Thomas is back out to
run again.
Can't be Zeke because he would be the next batter in the order. Here is Clay Tolbert, and he hits one just under the reach of the shortstop and on into left field for a hit. A run will score as D'Amico crosses the plate, and that makes it 8-6.
Smart job of cutting that ball off by the pitcher there to make sure that the runners don't advance again from second and third. So keeping the force in play. Especially important since my good friend Zeke has grounded into 3. He's basically hit 3 ground balls to second base in his at-bats. So
he's done that all 3 times. You are correct, sir.
Not
this
so
time
here.
He goes opposite and grounds one to the shortstop. It's off his chest, and everyone is safe. The bases will be loaded.
Zeke can go opposite field and just sort of inside outed. Is that how you would say that?
Inside out, outside in.
Inside outed that ball.
Chad Roy has a chance to add to his team's lead. They've added another run. So there's a swing, and it's 9-7. Now 10-7 as Roy lines one up the middle for a base hit, and 2 runs will score. Anthony Guide was the courtesy runner. He scored. Clay Tolbert scored. The ball is bobbled and mishandled by the infield. And so Zeke Thomas will score. So 3 more runs have crossed the plate. There'll be a single and an error, allowing that 3rd run to score.
As Zeke was running from second to third, the outfield tried to chase him, so they threw the ball to try to get him out at third. It was not a great throw, and it wound up kind of carrying up off of Zeke and rolling into foul territory. Once Zeke felt that ball hit him, he knew he was safe to come home. And
Bob Lenahan makes San Francisco's comeback even tougher by hitting that ground ball into left field for a hit, and Chad Roy will score. That's the 5th run in the inning. And we go back to the top of the order, and Russell Friedman, who has singled, walked, struck out, and walked. And he takes the strike.
6-run lead now for triple play.
There's a ground ball, fly ball rather, out into left center field, and that's the inning. But a big one for Philly. We're going to get a confirmation on the runs. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 runs in the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It is now 13-7. The Philly triple play over the San Francisco Smash here on the Cloud Sports Network.
That's quite a ball game we've got here so far. And again, just a quick programming note. The Greater Los Angeles Softball Association's LA Fury will be tackling or battling the Palm Springs Gay Softball League's Roadrunners in our 12 o'clock game. That'll be next up here on the network as we are streaming live for free on the Sin City Classic Facebook page and YouTube channel. Welcome to day 2, Rich.
It's been a fun game.
We weren't even supposed to cover this one.
No, but I'm glad we did. Omar will lead off for San Francisco. They need 6.
A big shout out to our camera operator and instant replay graphics guy.
Here's a leadoff single down the left field line by Omar. He takes the turn at first, and he will hold with a leadoff hit.
His name is Tyler Forrester. Thanks, Tyler, for helping us out again today. And Mitch Barnes, of course, is the guy who makes all the computers talk to each other. And Jordan Espiritu and Charles Brown.
Raul Miranda lines one into right center field, but it hangs up, and an easy catch made out there for out number 1 by Anthony Guide. 1 on, 1 out. For Sean Lamori, who has reached on an error and grounded into a double play. That pitch a little high, but he goes after it anyway, and this will be bobbled by the second baseman. He'll still make, or bobbled by the shortstop, make the play at second. The relay not in time, so it's a force out 6-4. And that'll be 2 out, 1 on for Richie Rios, who fouled out on the strikeout in his previous plate appearance. And the first pitch to him is grounded slowly to third. Third baseman up and over to first, and that's the game. No runs for San Francisco in the bottom of the 7th. Philly with 2 5-run innings win the game. The final score here, 13-6 or 13-7. Philly triple play over the San Francisco Smash.
They came all the way back from down 6. Didn't start scoring until, what was it, the 3rd inning, 4th inning? 3rd inning. Didn't start scoring until then, and then finally, once they took the lead, they never really looked back. So great job by Philadelphia of sticking in it and staying true to their sort of process. We've got the LA Fury and the Palm Springs Roadrunners coming up next on the Cloud Sports Network. We'll be right back after this break.